Isn't she beautiful? It's all about you, my dear. It's a little bit about you, but it's mostly about our bride. You love this man? You love this woman? All right. Welcome, everybody. We're gathered here today in this beautiful place on a beautiful day to celebrate the love of a man and a woman who have just declared that they do indeed love each other. Special time. Special time for family, special time for them. And it's so fitting that it's on such a nice day. You're looking happy. She's just grinning from ear to ear. They come here today to announce their love and their commitment to each other. To spend the rest of their lives together. It's a big commitment. It's one we take seriously. We're going to recognize many traditions as we talk about love and your visions for the future. None could be more sweet than when we ask, who is it that brings this lovely bride to our groom today? I'd like you to face each other, hold hands. Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard that big sigh just now. We're going to come here today, and one of the first things we're going to do is we're talk about this thing called the affirmation of love. The affirmation of love. The agreement that indeed is what brings us here together today. Before we go further, she keeps telling me, very short, very short. I'm not going to let her get away with it. Now, as they stand there in love, we want to take a note and remind ourselves how they got here today. These two people that stand here loving each other, it's because somebody first loved them. And so let's just take a moment and recognize parents and everybody involved in their lives and help make them who they are today. For this woman to feel safe in this man's arms, someone let her know what it was like to feel safe. For this guy to be able to treat her like a woman, someone raised him well to do that. And so this is that moment where we honor your parents for such a great work that you've done. Now, they've asked me to read something called the challenge. For any of you that have been in a relationship or in love, you know that these words I'm about to read have a lot of meaning. These words will be easy for me to read. It will be easy for them to answer. But truly, it is the goal and challenge for them as husband and wife to honor these words throughout all the days of their lives together. And so as I stand here, holding hands, looking at one another, enjoying this very moment here. I'll start with you, Clifford. You come here today to take this woman whose hand you hold. You choose her alone to be your wedded wife. Will you live with her in the state of true matrimony? Will you love her and comfort her through good times and bad, and sickness and health? Not only will you honor her at all times, but will you be faithful to her? That's it.
I will. I will.
Brittni, this man whose hand you hold, you choose him alone to be your wedded husband. Will you live with him In the state of true matrimony, will you love him and comfort him through good times and bad, and sickness and health? Will you honor him at all times, and will you be faithful to him? Now, as you move through your lives together, let's review just a few of the things. Remind ourselves and everyone here today what this thing called love is that you share, what makes it so special, and how you can remember to always walk in love as opposed to just being two guys hanging out. To love each other is to see deeply beneath the surface. He sees you as nobody else sees you. He loves you as nobody else probably could. He is love. She's trying to be funny, but he is love. And this man here that stands in front of you, you see something in him, not the least being the potential of a life of happiness. That is so much. And so it's seeing each other uniquely, in a special way, honoring one another. That's a good start to love. The second thing is, you've probably found that you all almost can finish each other's sentences, your thoughts. You can sense how each other feel without anyone saying a word. You can be in a crowded place and he can touch your shoulder lovingly. He never has to utter a word, but you know the most important thing. He's there. He's there for you now. He's there for you always. And she does the same for you. She can just sort of squeeze your hand a little bit and you know everything she's thinking. And just being there for each other is the joy of love and marriage. The other thing I want to say about today is sometimes we take for granted what a marriage is. Some people think it's a little bit old-fashioned. A lot of people just don't get a wedding license. But let me tell you what they're missing out on. As you stand here today joining, and as you legally make the proclamation to the state, what you're saying is that you love and trust him so much that if you ever cannot speak for yourself, he may speak for you in all matters, even life and death. And what you are saying is that if you can never speak for yourself, she will be your voice, your decision maker in all things, life and death. If that isn't the deepest commitment of love, if that isn't the greatest commitment throughout a lifetime, I don't know what is. Remember that. The last thing I'll say before we get to some rings and some vows is this. As humans, we come with our own personalities, the richness that each of you fell in love with in each other. Not that you agree on things. In fact, mostly that you disagree, but you get to share and respect. But please remember this. To be right lasts merely for a moment. To be in love lasts for a lifetime. As you're speaking to one another, as you're sharing your lives together, choose wisely. And all of us here would ask that you would more often choose being in love over being right. Okay? Now, to remind you all of the vows you're about to take of this wonderful day, you have some rings. You have the rings to have. These are the rings that this couple will wear for the rest of their lives to symbolize the love that we celebrate here today. Before I bless these rings, I'd ask that you all would send a little bit of yourselves along with them. Today you gave the greatest gift of all. You were here and gave your time and your attention during this important moment for these two. So I want each time that they reach up and touch that ring, that they think not only of the vows that they take today, their commitment to one another, they'll think of all of you. They can take you with them wherever they go. God bless these rings, these circles and symbols, reminds the stars, the earth, and the universe, symbols of peace and perfection, that which has no beginning and no end. In this moment, God, as you bless these rings, may they be symbols of unity, of joy, and of commitment. And grant the love which these two have, may now and always be as unending as these rings. Amen. Now would you exchange these rings and your vows?
We didn't give them to them. They were supposed to. Sorry.
As you exchange these rings, and they're having a good time up here.
I saw it.
As you exchange these rings and vows, be mindful of the strength of the promise you made today, of the seriousness of this promise. I'm going to stand right here because I want you to look at her, not me. Repeat after me. I, Clifford,
I, Clifford,
take you, Brittni,
take you, Brittni,
to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to honor, and to cherish unconditionally. Forsaking all others, I will be faithful to you. And with this ring, I be wed. Let it ever be a symbol of our love.
You're stepping on my dress.
Repeat after me. I, Brittni,
I, Brittni,
take you to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold
have it to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
better for worse,
richer, for poor,
richer for poor,
in sickness and in health,
somehow,
to love and to honor,
to love and to honor,
and to cherish unconditionally.
to cherish unconditionally,
Forsaking all others,
forsaking all others.
I'll be faithful to you.
I'll be faithful to you.
And with this ring,
With this ring,
I be wed.
thee wed.
Let it ever be
Let it ever be
a symbol of our love.
a symbol of love.